All right, welcome to this video. My name is Taylor Ventrud, and in today's video, I'm going to talk to you about the 4 most common digital marketer mistakes. And this isn't just for digital marketers, it's for agency owners or service providers. These all mean the same thing in my mind, but I say digital marketer because a lot of people are calling themselves a digital marketer, especially those who are just starting out and they maybe have a few clients or maybe they don't have any clients. And this video is primarily so that if you're doing $1,000, $2,000, $3,000 a month, or even $10,000 a month, you can scale a lot quicker to $30,000 to $50,000 a month because likely when you're doing less than 10K or at 10,000 a month, you're making one of these mistakes. And I know for me, in my own agency over the last few years, I've made pretty much, well, not all of them, but some of these mistakes that we'll talk about in this video. So number 1 is copying. What do I mean by copying? This is the most common mistake that I see in the marketplace is people starting a service and then they're just pretty much copying everybody else. One of the most common ones that I see is, how would you feel with 30 extra customers every month? If your Facebook page, your profile banner thing says, what would you do with 30 extra customers a month? Dude, I mean, you're pretty much just copying everybody else. When you look like everybody else, you fail. You cannot copy everyone else. If you've read some simple marketing books like Seth Godin, The Purple Cow, that whole book is about differentiating yourself. And so if you just start an agency or you start doing a service like SEO, or you're offering chatbots, or you're offering PPC, or web design, whatever it is, if you just look into the market and see some other people and their Facebook profile says this and they're making posts about that and it looks like they're doing well, but you don't really know, and you just decide to copy them, well, you're screwed, because pretty much everyone is copying everyone else. And when you do that, you don't really get any results because you look like everyone else, so that when you approach the prospects are like, yeah, well, you look just like everyone else. Why should I work with you? And you have no idea because, I mean, really, you're just starting out and you don't really know why you're different than anybody else. So copying, and the opposite of that is building a USP, a unique selling proposition. It's making yourself look totally different than the rest of the market. So look at what everybody else is doing and then invert that. So if everybody in the marketplace is saying like, hey, what would you do with an extra 30 plus customers per month? What could you do that's the complete opposite of that? And flip that on its head and basically make yourself look totally different, absolutely completely different from everybody else, but still maintaining the position of helping that business or that niche get the result that you want to get them. And the second thing is a generalist. So a lot of people, when they're just starting out, or even when they're making $5,000, $10,000 a month, they still are generalists. And I see this pretty much every single day. It's the most annoying, and I still can't believe people are doing this, but they're saying things like, I help businesses grow, and I help entrepreneurs succeed, and I help people lose weight. This is not a niche. You are a generalist, and no one is going to resonate with your marketing if you're just trying to tell people that you help the entire world. Think about it. When you say, I help businesses grow, okay, who are you targeting, right? Who are you targeting? You're targeting the entire fucking world, okay? You're screwed. Your marketing is not going to resonate. You may even get up to $15,000 or $20,000 a month if you already have a name and you have some connections and you have some friends of friends, and that's great, okay? But if you launch an ad on Facebook or on LinkedIn, or you go out and you start organically posting and doing some organic prospecting methods, and you approach a business and you say, hey, I can help you grow. My specialty is helping businesses grow. They're going to look at you and be like, what the hell do you even do? How can you help us grow, right? So if you got your Facebook bio saying things like, I help businesses grow, I help entrepreneurs grow, and you're targeting the entire world, that's ridiculous, and it's going to be very hard for you to hit traction and get to $50,000 a month. Even like $30,000, $35,000 a month, unless, like I said, you have a lot of connections and you can work your way through your close network, and that happens sometimes. I've seen that happen actually quite a bit, but it's very difficult, even if you're trying to go through your mutual connections and approach people as a generalist, okay? The third thing, and by the way, if you need help picking a niche, there's a video I released on this YouTube channel, and it's like the first video I released because it's the most important thing. And if you don't get this thing right, the niche, and you position yourself as a generalist, you're completely fucked, for lack of a better word, and I can't really find a better word to say it. But number 3 is selling their service, all right? I see so many people that approach me and they're like, do you need help with chatbots? Do you need help with web design? Do you need help with PPC? Do you need help with SEO? And like, all of these things are ridiculous. I don't want SEO. I don't want PPC. I don't give a shit about web design. I don't care about any of these things. All I want is results. And what is the number one core result that me and my business am looking for? I'm looking for more customers. I'm looking for more 5 to 6 figure agency owners that I can help grow their agency to double or triple their sales in like 3 to 6 months, and potentially way more depending on where they're at. And so if you're gonna approach me and you're gonna say, do you need help with SEO? You're screwed. I'm not gonna pay attention. But if you approach me and you say, hey, I did some research on your company, all right? I checked out your website. It looks like you don't have many links set up, and you know what? I've helped other people in your niche, in the agency niche. I think I could help you get an extra 3 or 4 customers a month if we were to spend a few months doing SEO on your site. That would really interest me. I would be like, holy shit, all right, let's book a call. Let's talk for 10 minutes and let's see how you can help me. So if someone approaches me with that message and they have the proof that they've worked in a similar niche and they've gotten results, well, you know, I'm gonna be pretty excited about that, right? So like, you cannot just come to somebody and sell your service. You need to go to them and sell the result that they want, the desired result. And a revolutionary thing that just gave me a complete paradigm shift was when I read Breakthrough Advertising by Eugene Schwartz. And this book is phenomenal. You can buy it for $100 at titanmarketing.com, or you can buy it on Amazon for $500 or even $1,000 because it's out of print. But it's the best copywriting book, marketing book in general, that you'll ever read. And one of the things he talks about is you cannot create desire, and you can only basically channel existing desire in the hearts of the customers in the marketplace, and channel that desire towards your product. And that kind of goes into selling their service. The second thing Eugene Schwartz talks about is you're never selling a car. Like, you're never selling what the product is, you're selling what the product does, okay? So there's a difference between selling the service and selling the result that you're planning to offer, okay? Like, for example, I didn't buy this whiteboard because I wanted to buy a fucking whiteboard. I bought this whiteboard because I wanted to be able to make high quality videos that I could release on YouTube that could help me get more customers. So if this whiteboard company is trying to sell more whiteboards, they should not approach people like me and entrepreneurs and say, hey, do you want this amazing whiteboard? It's got stainless steel. It's got this perfect whiteboard. It flips around. It has wheels. It has brakes. No, that doesn't fucking excite me at all. What would really excite me, and what would really get my brain kind of like firing and certain neurons firing, would be if a whiteboard company approached me, and this would probably never happen because very few people even know this, is if they approached me and they were like, hey, we see that you're trying to help agency owners, scale their business with an organic lead gen system, and we noticed that you're not making any content, like video content. A lot of our customers buy our whiteboards to make high quality video content where they can display their ideas on the whiteboards nicely so that people can, receive their content in a better way, and they usually get a lot more customers. Would you be interested in potentially checking out some of our whiteboards or something like that? Again, that was just off the top of my head. But you get the idea. The main idea is that you're not selling the whiteboard, you're selling the core desire of what the prospect wants, right? What the prospect really wants, all right? And this goes for anything. It goes for cars, it goes for a house, it goes for like a computer, it goes for any product you can possibly imagine ever. People are not buying the product, they are buying what the product does and what it offers, okay? So that one's really important, especially in prospecting. And number 4 is no unique mechanism. So what is a unique mechanism? Again, it's kind of similar to generalist and copying, but Eugene Schwartz was the first person to come up with this thing called the unique mechanism. If you go back, you will not find anything else before him. He is literally the founder of this. I've had people approach me and they're like, this guy came up with it. Nope. Eugene Schwartz came up with it in his book, Breakthrough Advertising. And what it is it's basically something that allows you to differentiate yourself apart from everybody else. So let's say that you're offering a PPC service, okay? And you're pretty much just like everyone else. You're offering pay-per-click advertising. Let's say you try to define your niche a little bit more, so you're offering pay-per-click advertising to 7- and 8-figure businesses that sell products on Amazon. So that's a pretty damn good niche, all right? But what happens when that niche becomes really competitive? Well, when that niche becomes competitive, you can no longer easily get customers, because if there's tons of agencies and there's tons of service providers or digital marketers that are providing the same service, like helping gyms get more members, or PPC for 7- and 8-figure Amazon sellers, whatever it is, web design, SEO, well, when there's a lot of people that are trying to offer this, you need to come up with a unique mechanism. So what is this thing? It's something that makes you totally unique. And my unique mechanism in my agency for a long time was 2 things: our audit process and our software. So the first thing that I really realized that made us unique was the way we did our audits in our agency. And it was really unique because I built this auditing process called a value forecasting tool, where it allows you to essentially forecast the potential results that you're going to be able to get the client. And then on the sales call, I can basically tell them, hey, I think that I can increase your sales between $10,000 to $100,000 per month. The way it would actually work is I would tell them, pessimistically, I think I can increase your sales by about $20,000 per month at this desired profitability. And optimistically, I think I could increase your sales about $40,000 a month. So I would be able to give them a range. And this made me totally unique than all the other agencies. The reason why is because all the other agencies that were offering the same service as our agency, they didn't have an auditing process where they could forecast the potential results for the client. All they did was they said, yep, your account looks like you need a lot of help, and we charge $2,000 a month. And this is how you fail in the long run. And a lot of people don't understand it, because the market evolves and you need to build a unique mechanism. And if you don't, you're screwed, because you're going to look like everybody else. And if you look like everybody else, you pretty much become a generalist, and you likely get confused and you'll start selling your service and not what your service actually gets people. So the unique mechanism is really important. You need to figure out something that can make you unique and different. And you can find this in a lot of different things. Like there's a personal trainer who gained like 100 pounds and got really fat, and then lost it all and got the same body that he had before, like a 6-pack, whatever, everything. But he got super fat, and then he lost all that weight. And that's his unique mechanism, right? Like sometimes unique mechanism is in something that you've done in the past to give yourself an edge, to allow yourself to better understand your prospects and who you're trying to serve. And that guy, the personal trainer, I mean, you can Google it. It's like, I don't know, I think it was a pretty popular news article a few years ago. And if he goes on and he launches a Facebook ad targeting people that want to lose weight, and he positions himself as, hey, I've been a personal trainer, I've gained tons of weight, look at me, I was super fat, and then I lost it all. And I did this just so I could understand the feelings, the emotions, the things that you were going through, and the pain that you were going through, so I could get you to lose weight quicker. And obviously you would want to shrink that down and condense what I just said, but that's a really powerful, unique mechanism, because not many people have done that, right? And in my case, in my agency, no other agencies had built an audit forecasting tool. And there's tons of companies with unique mechanisms. Sometimes it's just in your product. So if you look at there's a company that sells mattresses, and they're called like the Purple Mattress or something. and their branding is very unique. And sometimes it doesn't need to be anything super special. You can just put it in the name of your product or your branding and something that makes you unique. But the more specific and the more in depth it is, the better. Like if you just make your logo purple and you call yourself like some weird name, it's not actually going to help that much. It will help a bit, but you want to have it more custom towards the result, not just your branding. So these are the 4 most common mistakes that I see amongst service providers, agency owners, digital marketers. And in my agency a few years ago when I was starting out, I was very fortunate. I found a good niche that didn't require a unique mechanism. I could sell the service because it was such a brand new niche. It didn't even matter. People just wanted it. And I wasn't copying anybody because there was pretty much nobody doing it. We were offering headline ad management for Amazon sellers when this new headline ad placement came out on Amazon. It was pretty new, it was pretty unique. Not a lot of people knew about it. And so whenever we approached companies, we were like, hey, you should run these headline ads. They work really well. They can help you increase your sales. Everybody pretty much just wanted the service. Even though I was just some kid, 19 years old, and that's how my agency scaled up pretty quick from like $0 to $10,000 a month in 3 months. And then I hit a lot of growth pains. But looking back, I see so many people that make these mistakes when they're starting out because they're not as fortunate to just find a really good niche right away. And that's another thing, the niche thing. So I would go watch that niche video if you haven't seen it. But anyways, hopefully you found some value in this video. If you want to see more videos from me, just click the subscribe button, and I'll be releasing 1 to 2 videos per week. I haven't come up with a set schedule for these videos yet because I'm pretty busy with building training and helping the agency owners that I'm working with right now. But nonetheless, hit that subscribe button. Thanks for watching. And again, my name's Taylor. If you want to get more content, I post daily on Facebook, and I'll be hosting a live webinar on Thursday about something called Trojan Horse Marketing, a legendary lead gen strategy that we use in our agency to produce, I think it was $307,000 in sales from 4 months of using this system, and some of our best clients have come from it. So thanks for watching this video. Feel free to add me on Facebook. You can check out the webinar, and I'll see you in the next video. Ciao.